Hey guys, question number 9 on the final was a subtraction problem, word problem using fractions. That was very similar to question number 16 on the review, also a subtraction word problem that uses fractions. So there were probably 2 ways you would have gotten this question wrong. One way is if you didn't understand by reading the question that it was supposed to be subtraction. You didn't understand what you're trying to find from the words. The second way is if you knew it was subtraction, but maybe you had trouble borrowing. I feel like that is where people went really wrong in this particular one. So let's start by going through this one, go back and take a look at question number 9 and see if you can't figure that out on your own. If not, you can call me over when we're done. So the question on the review says, a meteorologist found that the rainfall in Stafford during the first half of the month was 11 5/6 of an inch. At the end of the month, he found that the total rainfall for the month was 15 7/12 of an inch. How much did it rain in the second half of the month? Okay, and I put you're going to need to borrow, so you obviously knew that in this particular case it was subtraction. But let's take a look at what's happening. We know the amount of rainfall for the entire month, and we also know the amount of rainfall for the last part of the month. In order to find the first part of the month, you're going to have to subtract that rainfall of the last part of the month from the total rainfall. So the total rainfall was 15 7/12, and we are subtracting 11 5/6. The first thing I'm going to need to do, and it's also on the poster on the wall, is create a common denominator. I have one that is 12, one that is 6. I only need to change one. I can change the 5/6 to have a denominator of 12. So instead of 5 over 6, 6 can go into 12 twice. So I need to multiply 5 times 2, and that's 10. So 5 times 2 is 10, and 6 times 2 is 12. I have to multiply both of these numbers by the same number to get the new fraction. So now I have a common denominator. The problem now is that 15 7/12, that 7 is smaller than this 10. So I still can't finish my subtraction. I'm going to have to borrow here from the whole number 15. I'm going to borrow a whole number that becomes 14. Here's probably where you went wrong if you had math problems. I'm borrowing a whole number, but how much do I add on to the numerator of 7? I need to add on 12. The denominator tells me how many pieces are going to make a whole, and that's 12. So now I have 7 plus 12, which is 19. Okay, so now I have my numerator here is bigger than my numerator there. My denominators are the same. I should be able to subtract these fractions. Let's start with the whole numbers. 14 minus 11 is 3. The numerators, 19 minus 10 is 9. And the denominator stays 12. However, I tried to trick you. I put this answer here, but that is not the answer that I want you to choose. Hopefully you already know why. We need to reduce this. 9 over 12 becomes 3, and 9 over 12 becomes 3 and 3/4, right? 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. If you still have questions about that, get out your notes and look at those fraction bars that has all of the equivalent fractions, and you'll be able to see that 12 pieces is the same as 4 pieces there. Please go back to your final, question number 9, and see if you can figure out the correct answer.